we are trying to spread this 400 square feet per kit, per bucket. Yesterday we did 300 square feet per kit. So we're only going to use 8 buckets today. We need to go a 10 by 10 further than we did yesterday with each bucket. We're shooting to get to this line right here. 1 bucket, 1 bucket. Yesterday we put the moisture barrier on. Today is the base coat. Tomorrow is what we call the money coat, and it's got the color. That coat will be about 2.5 times the thickness of this coat here that we're putting. Actually about 3 times thicker than this coat, 2.5 times thicker than the moisture barrier that we put on. Walking on these spikes, you have to walk straight up and down. If you lean too much, like I'm leaning now, you can end up on your face. This is very slippery. The problem is you have to put a lot of pressure in order to move this product, so you do have to lean a little, but it's dangerous to move fast or lean hard. Cutting around these edges, trying to get very close and trying not to leave too much product to come up onto the brick. But we've got someone coming back behind cutting in to spread the product, and if you don't get close enough, it's a lot of work for them. And if you leave too much product, it'll self-level over the next few hours as it's curing, and it will look like a pool. We've got a 3/8 snap on an 18-inch wide roller that's spreading this product both directions, so we'll go left to right, and then or east to west, and then north to south, and that is helping this to get an even spread. So we push this product with squeegees. These are notched squeegees to allow us to get the product across the floor. There's no way to get it totally even with a squeegee, and so the roller comes back around and helps to get an even spread. When we do our final clear coat, we will pay attention to the entries of the building and the windows, and we will only run our roller one direction, and it will be run in a way that you don't see the lines. It's hard to not have lines in the top coat. You'll just about always have lines. It's just how can you hide them the best. So instead of running them with the windows and you would look in and see all of the lines, we'll run them across the windows so that you won't see them as well. Right now, you won't see this. This is our base coat. So we put on, yesterday, we put on a moisture barrier. This is the first floor of the building. These have concrete floors in all the levels, but I was concerned with some condensation and moisture coming through the floor, and we put in a moisture barrier yesterday. Today is the base coat. We are going with a white that will look a lot like a sheet of marble is what we're going for when we're done. And in order to get a white marble look, you have to put 2 base coats down. Our first coat, we tinted the moisture barrier and used that as one of the base coats. It's very important that you spread this product to the thickness that the manufacturer recommends. This coat we're putting on 400 square feet per kit. That gives us about 3 gallons when you add the color. So we're paying attention to how many buckets we're going through as we do this job to ensure that we're putting it on thick enough and not too thick. So after this is mixed, it's got a bucket life of about 10 minutes, and a working time of about 45 minutes. And if you leave it in the bucket too long, it'll actually get very hot as it's setting up. So we try to get it out of the bucket as fast as possible and not let it sit there. We just finished putting on our base coat and our money coat tomorrow on Wednesday. We've got a 24-hour window to put that on so that it'll get a chemical bond. So we'll start this in the morning around 9 a.m. tomorrow. This took us about an hour and a half, I think, to put this coat on. Prep took like 2 weeks, so this was a lot to prep. And the money coat will take 24 hours to dry. We'll put a clear coat, semi-gloss or satin on it, so we'll get a little more traction. We went with that instead of a high gloss.